There we are. And to you understand this better, we shall look at the structure of the brain. First is the forebrain, which is made of the cerebrum. Hypothalamus. Thalamus. Let's talk about the cerebrum first, which is actually the largest part of the brain. The cerebrum initiates and coordinates movement, which is actually the reason why you can move, and it also regulates temperature. Other areas of the cerebrum enable speech, judgment, thinking and reasoning, problem-solving, emotions and learning. Other functions that relate to vision, hearing, touch and other senses. Now, the hypothalamus is a small area in the center of the brain. It helps produce hormones that regulate heart rate, body temperature, hunger, and the sleep-wake cycle. The thalamus has many essential roles in human physiology. The thalamus is composed of different nuclei that each serve a unique role, ranging from relaying sensory and motor signals, as well as regulation of consciousness and alertness. Promoter centers controls eye movements, approach, and avoidance movements. In teleosts especially, tectum is a highly developed neural processor, indispensable for the sensory discrimination and rapid decisions required for behavioral reactions necessary for survival and reproduction. Tegmentum. Reticular formation. This highly diverse and integrative area contains a network of nuclei responsible for many vital functions including arousal, consciousness, sleep-wake cycles, coordination of certain movements, and cardiovascular control. Lastly, hindbrain, which is made of the cerebellum. Medulla. Pons. The cerebellum is primarily responsible for muscle control, including balance and movement. It also plays a role in other cognitive functions such as language processing and memory. The medulla oblongata contains cardiac, respiratory, vomiting and vasomotor centers. It deals with the autonomic functions of breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, and sleep-wake cycle. The pons links your brain to your spinal cord. Your pons handles all of your unconscious movements and processes. These cycles include everything from your sleeping to your breathing. Multiple nerve points in your pons also control your muscles and affect your head and facial nerves. Now that we know about the structure of the brain, let me show you the effect of drugs on the brain. First, alcohol slows down the central nervous system, making the person think, speak, and move slower. This is very important for planning, forming ideas, making decisions, and using self-control. When alcohol affects the frontal lobes of the brain, a person may find it hard to control their emotions and urges. Alcohol addiction is in the picture if you drink a lot and often. This may tear apart families and relationships. The long-term effects of alcohol interfere with the brain's communication pathways and can affect the way the brain looks and works. Alcohol makes it harder for the brain areas controlling balance, memory, speech, and judgment to do their jobs, resulting in a higher likelihood of injuries and other negative outcomes. Over time, excessive alcohol use can lead to the development of chronic diseases and other serious problems including high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, liver disease, and digestive problems. The possibility of cancer in the breast, mouth, throat, esophagus, voice box, liver, colon, and rectum are real too. Now, marijuana has many mind-altering effects of tetrahydrocannabinol THC, a naturally occurring psychoactive compound found in certain species of cannabis. In fact, cannabis marijuana is one of the most commonly used substances in the United States. According to the 2021 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, 11.8 million young adults aged 18 to 25 reported using marijuana in the past year. In 2022, the Monitoring the Future survey of middle and high school students found that 30.7% of 12th graders reported using marijuana in the past year, a number that remained consistent from the previous year, but decreased from 2020. Of those 12th graders, 6.3% of them reported daily marijuana use. The effects don't stop here. When a person takes too much, the marijuana has an unexpectedly high potency, or the person is inexperienced. People who have taken large doses of marijuana may experience an acute psychosis, which includes hallucinations, delusions, and a loss of the sense of personal identity. Another review that same year concluded that cannabis use may cause permanent psychological disorders in some users such as cognitive impairment, anxiety, paranoia, and increased risks of psychosis aka hallucinations.